Good evening everybody and welcome to the Pure Stadium, the home of Southport Football Club. It's Premier League 2 action, Everton against Blackburn Rovers. Ian Snowden, Blackburn Rovers come here second in the table in Premier League 2. This will be a tough night for our lads.
Do you know what? They've always been strong for the last few years, have Blackburn. I've noticed the results have always been good at under 18 level, under 16 level and especially 23. So, yeah, it'd be a tough game for our boys. And I'm sure as well Blackburn have a few Scousers in the team as well. So they'll be wanting to do well against a Merseyside team, a Merseyside giant in Everton. So, yeah, tough game expected.
How does it work that Blackburn Rovers can be second in Premier League 2 ahead of teams like Manchester City, Everton, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham, but the first team is in the Championship?
I don't really know. That is a real tough question to answer, really.
It's impossible, isn't it?
It really is, because you look at even the money that Man City will be spending at this level, and Blackburn they won't spend it at Championship level, and they mind it under 23 level. So I think every credit needs to go to the coaching staff of the under 23s for Blackburn, that they've got a good set of lads that are willing to work hard for each other and get results, and that's what they're proving. You
never really know what you're going to get, do you, under 23 level, because they could be needed for the first team, for example.
Yeah, it is. It's a tough ask. I know I've spoke to Unzi on many occasions, and there's some days that he's only got 5 and 6 players to be coaching and to be training with, because Carlo's taken some up to make the numbers up in the first team. So yeah, it's difficult all round, but one thing you do get from our boys is a game of football. You know, a team coached by David Unsworth and his coaching staff, that they will take the game all the time serious from the first minute to the last. They hate getting beat. We've heard Unzi on numerous occasions from our point upstairs that he lets them know if he's not happy, and that's why they've been a success in the last 4 or 5 years.
The boys who were involved against Manchester City in that phenomenal FA Youth Cup win last weekend. They'll be buzzing, won't they?
Oh, absolutely incredible. What a result that was. We was here for the Wigan game. We were 2 down and we thought, wow, we're going out here. And then they turn up, they perform, win that game, and then they go to Man City, who's probably the favourites for the competition, and go and turn them over. And in the last minute, you don't get any better than that. Last minute of an FA Youth Cup game. There's no coming back for Man City in that. So brilliant result.
We do love a 97th minute winner. Well, last time out, Everton under-23s were here at the Pure Stadium to play Arsenal. It ended 1-1, and here's the pick of the action. Share of the spoils there against Arsenal last time out. Just want to mention 2 players, Snods, who have done so well for the 23s this season. Einar Iversen and Tyler Onyango, both out with long-term injuries, and you know what that's like. You'll feel for them.
Yeah, I do, and especially at a young age as well. It's so frustrating. They were both playing ever so well with the 23s, and highly thought of players as well. And yeah, it's so frustrating when you get an injury, even if you're an experienced player. It's so hard, but when you're a youngster, you always want to impress, you always want to be on the training pitch, you're always wanting to show the coaching staff at Everton that you're doing well, you want to do well, and an injury just sets you back a little bit. So I'm sure them two will be so disappointed.
Been big players this season, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. They have. They put a lot of work in midfield area, especially. You have to work hard in that area. Tyler's had a little taste of first team as well, so he'll be absolutely delighted with that. But yeah, I'm sure it's frustrating, but yeah, they'll bounce back. I'm sure they're young lads, they're fit young lads. They'll bounce back.
So big responsibility on the young shoulders of Lewis Warrington and Isaac Price, but both performed really well in the FA Youth Cup, and it's up to them to take their chance now.
Of course it is. It'd be great. They'll be disappointed that the teammates are injured, don't get me wrong, but as you say, it's a great opportunity for them too, and they'll be absolutely buzzing. I'm sure they'll have been thinking about this game since unfortunately they got injured. But what an opportunity for a young boy, 17-year-old, to go, I'm playing for under 23s. Yeah, I'm going to show what I'm all about, and then maybe I'll be in this squad for a long time.
Bit of a seaside breeze tonight, Snods.
It is a bit. It's a bit breezy, but really it's ideal conditions. I just want to see a little bit of water on the pitch, which I've seen several times when we've been here. Southport, yeah. They always delay it. They always put a bit of water on, but I think it's a great evening for playing football.
We're looking forward to this, aren't we?
Oh, we certainly are. Certainly are.
Everton against Blackburn Rovers. Let's have a quick word now with Luke Butterfield, the young man who scored the 97th minute winning goal against Manchester City in the FA Youth Cup.
So look, only one place to start. Talk us through that moment against Manchester City on Saturday. The clock's just ticked past the 97-minute mark, and I'll let you take it from there.
Oh, it was probably one of the best moments so far in my football career. It was incredible. The timing, the occasion, what it meant to every single one of us. It was a day we'll never forget.
The goal itself, what do you remember about it?
I just remember it, Charlie winning the header, and then Raf's just flicked it on, and it's just set up nicely. And I thought I might as well just hit it and hit and hope, see what happens.
It was a beautiful strike. How many times have you watched it back?
Oh, I must have watched it back at least 100 times, zooming in every time, every angle. It's just unforgettable.
And what was your evening like after that? Because I imagine you had quite a lot of messages and texts from friends and family and things like that.
Yeah, it was a proud moment for me and my family. It was lots of old friends getting in touch, and I was just speechless after it. Because I never even expected anything like that coming off the bench. It was just, I was getting all my old friends messaging and everything. It was a great evening.
What was the manager's message to you when you came on then? Look, because I think it was with about 11 minutes left.
Well, the goalkeeper coach went to me, go and get us a goal, which I think it was a bit of a joke, because I've never really, it's not something I normally do. But and then Paul said to me, just go on, get some passes in, use your passing range to try and get us up the pitch.
And I mean, describe the scenes in the changing room afterwards, because it must have been just an incredible moment.
Oh, the scenes were incredible. There was water flying everywhere, music on full blast, everyone dancing. It was an unforgettable moment. And
I mean, you came up against a fantastic team in Manchester City. What would you say about the effort that all the lads put in over the course of, say, pretty much 100 minutes of football?
Oh, the lads were incredible. Every single one of them, from the goalkeeper to the striker, it was every single player put a shift in, and we had a game plan. We followed it out, and it worked perfectly.
And just a thought for Tyler too. You know, he was your captain. It's probably a person you're very close to.
Yeah.
It meant a lot to do it for him as well, because it was such a tough moment for everybody, really.
Yeah, it was heartbreaking at the start, because not knowing what's actually happened. But after the game, when we all went down the tunnel, we all went to see him to celebrate with him. So he felt like we all did it for him, really.
You know Tyler very well. You'll know about his character. Do you feel that he will come back stronger than ever?
Oh, definitely. I know him well. It's just a blip in the road. He'll get back to where he was, and no doubt in that.
Luke Butterfield there, wasn't it? An afternoon that young man will never, ever forget. Let's look ahead to tonight's game against Blackburn Rovers now. I caught up with Franny Jeffers a few moments ago. Franny, Blackburn Rovers riding high in Premier League 2. What are you expecting tonight?
Tough game. I think you just said it there, Darren. It's a good team. Watched loads of clips of them. Obviously played them already. Fortunate to come away with a draw, I felt, you know. But tough game. They're a good team. Good with the ball, but yeah, it's a good test for our lads.
How good is it to have Josh Bowler back tonight?
Yeah, he's a senior player in at this level. He's one who can win games on his own. He's been out a long time, so we'll have to be careful, be patient with him. But he's got that one-on-one ability where he can go past people. He excites you, so hopefully he can hit the ground running tonight.
Going to say he'll have to be managed carefully, won't he?
Yeah, I think he will have to. He's been out a long time.
And talking of injuries, Anna Everson and Tyler Onyango out for a while.
Yeah,
big misses, both of them.
Long-term injuries. That's gutted for the two of them. Both had good seasons. You know, Tyler training with the first team regular. Aina, being a regular for the under-23s. Really disappointing, but them lads will come back stronger. They're in good hands. The best physios, so they'll be fine. That's obviously very disappointing for them and for everyone at the club, really, but we wish them all the best. They'll bounce back.
You've been in football a long time. Injuries are part and parcel of it, and somebody's misfortune is somebody else's opportunity.
Well, yeah, it certainly is. As I say, you don't like to see younger players, when making their way in the game, suffer them long-term injuries, but it's part and parcel, and then it gives the other lads an opportunity. So Louis Warrington tonight, Charlie Whittaker come into the team, make the debuts for the under-23s, and that's the next step for them. Thought they were both brilliant last week in the Youth Cup. Watching that, great day for the team, for the football club. They come in today, sorry, and you know, it's up to them to take the chance.
The lads who played in that Youth Cup tie will certainly have a spring in their step. It was a wonderful victory for the football club, wasn't it?
It was a proper victory. I mean, they're a top team, aren't they, Man City? But the way the lads went about the work, great game plan from Tatey and Keith Sutton. I watched them work all week building up to it, and they got it spot on.
In Premier League 2 in the table, we're sort of in no man's land. We're not going to go down, we're not going to win the league, but the few games that you've got left, there's no such thing as a meaningless game for Everton Football Club, is there?
No, definitely not. But I think when you're a young player, you know, you're always looking to play well. You're always looking to catch someone's eye, aren't you? For, you know, there's players in the team for different reasons, all playing for different things. You know, younger lads making their debuts, senior players who are in and around the first team looking to impress the manager, lads looking to hold down a place, the younger ones, or you know, certainly show us what they're capable of for next season. So there's all different scenarios going on, but the one common goal tonight is to play well as a team. Like you just said, there's no meaningless games. To win a football match for Everton's under-23s, it's a big thing.
Thanks, Franny. All the best.
Thanks, Dash.
Everton against Blackburn Rovers, Premier League 2, live from the Pure Stadium, Southport. Looks well for Annie Snods, doesn't he?
He does look well. I don't think he's put an ounce of weight on, has he, since he's even finished playing football, to be quite honest.
The young players will learn so much about movement and space awareness in the box from Franny, because he was a canny player, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He used to run the line brilliantly.
The name that sticks out for me in the Everton side this evening, Snods, I'm so pleased to see him back, is Josh Bowler. He's missed so much football through injury, and he's back tonight. It's great to see.
It certainly is, yeah. I know he went on loan to Hull City, and it's great, as you said, to have him back, and I'm sure he's delighted to be back, and he's going to hopefully prove the match winner this evening.
He'll have to take it easy, won't he? He'll be excited, he'll be really pleased to be back, but he's been out for a long, long time. I'll be amazed if we get 90 minutes out of him tonight.
The adrenaline flows, does. It really does. The first couple of games when you've been out with an injury, and he'll get by on adrenaline alone.
There he is in front of us, just a little wave as well, little acknowledgement from Josh Bowler and from Kyle John as well on this near side. Both sets of players wearing black armbands tonight, and we will have a period of silence, by the way, before the kick-off tonight, following the sad passing of the Duke of Edinburgh. There's the Everton side for you. Nathan Broadhead's the man in form, 7 goals in his last 6 games.
Yeah, Nathan's he's on fire. He really is. He another one who runs the lines well, finishes well as well.
The name that sticks out for Blackburn Rovers, by the way, is the number 11 there, Conor Mcbride. He's their top goal scorer. He's played some senior football up in Scotland. He knows where the back of the net is, Snod, and at any level, they're the players you need to watch.
Yeah, they are, and I'm sure the lads will be well aware of that. The coaching staff at our place, Hunzi, etc., will have made the boys aware that he'd probably be the danger man.
Tom Cannon, Jack Barrett, Matthew Mallon, Reece Welsh and Luke Butterfield, the man of the moment, the man in the right place at the right time at the Manchester City Academy Stadium last week, are the Everton substitutes. And you can see there's a lovely view there, the sun just going down here, but once again it's rather chilly by the seaside, Snods.
It is chilly, but there's no complaints. It's not much of a wind, as the pitch is in decent order, and it's been watered as well, so looking forward to this game.
people all over the world will be paying their respects to the sadly departed Duke of Edinburgh this evening and in the forthcoming days. Shadows are lengthening across the Pure Stadium pitch. We're nearly ready to get underway. Blackburn Rovers second in the table. Everton in that sort of no man's land area. As I said to Franny Jeffers before, we're not going to win it, we're not going to go down, but you know as well as anyone, Snods, there are no friendlies for Everton Football.
Absolutely none whatsoever. Whether it's the first game, last game, nothing to play for. When you're wearing that shirt, you give your all.
It's 7 o'clock in the UK. We're just about ready to go, and Everton are underway against Blackburn Rovers in Premier League 2. Early touch for Josh Bowler, all left foot, but what a left foot, and so good to see Josh back in action after his dreadful injury. Thierry Small back to Joe Anderson. Sold a little bit short there, Joe Anderson. All he could do was propel the ball forward, and it's out of play on this near side. Not sure about the Blackburn kits, not to you.
No,
messy, that, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't look at Blackburn as having a kit like that, do you, to be quite honest.
No, it looks borrowed, doesn't it?
It looks like a Sunday league.
It does, yeah. You know what, I was just thinking that.
I bet you used to wear that regular, Daz, didn't you?
Bit of a snug fit when I played in the Sunday league. But they're second in the table, so regardless of how they look, they've got something about them, that's for sure. There's Thierry Small. Nice and calm by Joe Anderson. Lewis Warrington, I thought, was outstanding in the FA Youth Cup game, Snods.
Do you know what? I didn't really see it. I just seen the highlights, obviously. But I've seen him play before, and he's comfortable on the ball. He wants the ball. He's a determined young man as well. And hopefully he's got a
He was
bright
all
future.
action, he was all energy, he was exactly where he needed to be, because as you would expect, Manchester City had their moments, and he was so protective of the back four. Nice turn by Reece Hughes, spreads it wide, a little bit of space almost for Josh Bowler, but I think they'll put that one down to the wind. Several players 20 or over in the Blackburn Rovers side. There is an age advantage this evening for Blackburn Rovers, and at this age a couple of years can make all the difference.
Oh, it sure can.
Just break off because Josh Bowler is on the right hand side. Nice bit of footwork by him. Is he going to go himself? I think he wants to, and eventually the shot lacks power, but you can't blame him for wanting to go. His first shot for months and months.
You can see as well he wanted to get onto his left foot as well, just jinked in off that right hand side as well. I think he's going to be probably him and Nathan Rowe, they're going to be our main threat this evening.
You were saying before the difference just 18 months or 2 years can make.
Yeah, it does. It makes a lot of difference. You just look at 16-year-old Thierry Small, and you think,
never been 16, has he?
No.
He's a unit, isn't he, the boy?
Absolutely.
Captain of Donny when you were 18, weren't you?
I was.
Scarcely believable in the modern game, that's not, is it?
Unbelievable. It really was. I was embarrassed, to be quite honest, when he made me captain.
Blackburn have possession with Sam Durant. Joe Anderson puts the challenge in. Jake Garrett picks it up. Nolan back to Garrett again. Wide on that far side is Louis Annesley. Fizzes the ball forward. That's well won by. There's a press, but can't find a blue shirt. Pike. Butterworth. Pressing from Everton. There's a Price again. Back to Joe Anderson. Thierry Small wants it on this near side. The pitch look a little bit bobbly.
Yeah, it does. I was just wondering, they did put a little bit of water on just 10 minutes before the start, but you just want a little bit more because it does It's taking its wear and tear at the minute, but what do you think? We are in April, Daz, as well. But the thing I've noticed about this game, there's only 3 or 4 minutes gone so far. We're not getting many square and back balls. I think both teams are going to be positive this evening and look to play forward at every opportunity.
As we said before, Everton aren't going to go down from Premier League 2. We're not going to trouble the top couple of positions, so we might as well have a little go. I look at Charlie Whittaker, the number 10, for what I've seen so far this season. He's recently signed a professional contract, and he looks full of confidence.
Yeah, he's just playing in that role just behind the front. Well, I'm classing Bowler as a front two, because he's going to keep his width on that right hand side. But Whittaker's just going to drop in between and hopefully get on the ball as much as possible.
Everton playing out from the back and getting in a little bit of a tangle. Nathan Broadhead. Price prods it forward but can't find Whittaker. Ainsley wins it, finds Lenny Serino. Looking for Sam Burns. But again, good pressing from Everton. Pike. He's the captain. Sam Barnes. He was on trial at Marine a couple of seasons ago, Sam Barnes. But that was a tough few months for the boy.
What is he now? What age does have we?
Sam Barnes is now 20. So he'd have been 18 playing for Marine. It would have been tough for him. Sink or swim, that, isn't it?
It certainly is. In at the deep end there. Makes a man out of you playing in them leagues.
Sloppy from Con. Uzanides, Blackburn Rovers win it. Joe Anderson's there to tidy up and dodge the bullet there, Snods.
Yeah, I think what we're not going to have to do is try and play out from the back into midfield, because what I've noticed is Blackburn midfield players are squeezing on us. As soon as we get the ball, the forwards are squeezing onto our defenders, and the midfield are pressurising our midfield as well. So it could be on now and again just to try and hit Nathan Broadhead.
Whittaker scrapping away for Everton, does well, breaks for Josh Bowler. Throw in for Everton. The wind still howling from the sea here at Southport. We're a little bit protected, myself and Snods, in this little air raid shelter facing the main stand.
It's not from the sea, Daz, because the sea's never in. I go down there every morning. It's about 8 mile out. So. And I go for my jog every day.
So you don't go for a paddle. And your Pike for Blackburn. Back to Barnes. Wide on this near side is Sam Durant. Back in field to Pike. Nice football from Blackburn. Stopped by Conor Mcbride. Nice a price towards Charlie Whittaker. Sharp turn from Whittaker. Does well to keep the ball as well. Just can't find Nathan Broadhead. I think the wind's playing a bit of a part.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's difficult when you're just watching from the stands and you criticise now and again and you say, why didn't you play there? You don't realise what it's like at pitch level, and it is quite windy out there.
Butterworth for Blackburn Rovers. Barnes again. Louis Annesley. Interesting character, the big number 6. He's an international footballer for Gibraltar. Didn't see that coming, did you?
I didn't at all.
There's Durant again. Seen quite a bit of the ball on this right hand side. Hasn't done a great deal with it thus far. It does well to pick out Nolan. Jake Garrett. Annesley. Keeping himself the Gibraltar international. Then he feeds it wide. Cross comes in. It's a dangerous ball. There's a chance, and it's not far away either. It was Joe Nolan coming in. He's fallen awkwardly, trying to divert the ball past Harry Tyrer, but nice move that from Blackburn.
Yeah, it's a great ball in. Terrific ball in into a danger area just outside the 6-yard box. Watch this ball come in now in the replay here. It's a lovely ball.
The ball.
Should he have gone and attacked it with his head?
I think Thierry Smalls probably
he's
just
made it
about done
awkward.
enough,
Yeah, he's made it awkward for him. But I think if the lad had gone with some no. I think Thierry's just done well enough to get his body there.
Josh Bowler at the other end for Everton. Cuts it back, but can't find a teammate. Blackburn might be able to counter here. Here's Daniel Pike. Drills it forward. Get after that, he says to Sam Burns, but Joe Anderson put Joe, well, he has got it under control. Brings it away for Everton. Finds Isaac Price. Whittaker. Reece Hughes. Broadhead back to Kyle John. Nice from Everton. Warrington. Nathan Broadhead. Kyle John looking at eating the ground on that right hand side, and he picks up the ball, but again the delivery from a wide position just lacking in the quality.
Yeah, he'll be so disappointed because his run's tremendous. He's running out 60 yards there to get on the overlap for Nathan Broadhead, just to lay him in there. And once he got into that position, he showed great pace and determination to get there. And then just his delivery.
Just needs a little bit of composure,
yeah,
didn't it?
Just let him down, but it's a great run from him.
Talking of right backs, we had a lovely event earlier this week, Snods, didn't we, with Seamus Coleman celebrating the partnership between Everton and Sligo Rovers.
Yeah, we really did, and it's a pleasure to talk to Seamus. I've got so much time for the boy. I think he's a fantastic fella, fantastic Evertonian, and
he's the same lad that came over from Sligo 12 years ago, isn't he?
Absolutely. And do you know what, Daz? He's a winner, and we've said it on numerous occasions. I'd love to see that boy pick a trophy up for us.
Wouldn't you all? So would he. So much, Seamus Coleman. Here's Butterworth for Blackburn Rovers. Nice play. Strong challenge comes in from Warrington. The referee's penalised Lewis Warrington.
I'm not too sure about that. I'm not. He's done a great little trick, the 10 for Blackburn, but I'm sure Warrington got a little touch to it before he actually went over.
Here we go. Difficult to see in the bright sunshine. It's a block tackle, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything in this, but it's a dangerous free kick.
Yeah, it is.
In a dangerous area.
This might be a better view here, Snods.
Yeah, he's just won the ball. Yeah, he's won the ball. It's not a free kick to me.
Not even sure. Dan Butterworth was expecting a free kick, to be perfectly honest. But a free kick it is, and it'll be Joe Nolan or Dan Butterworth to take it. Danger here for Everton. They do score goals, Blackburn Rovers, but not like that they won't.
I was going to say, not like that, thankfully.
We'll take that all day long.
Into the retail park of Southport. But,
into the arcade.
He got what he deserved.
It wasn't a free kick.
I don't think the boy even wanted a free kick. Thought it was a free kick himself, to be quite honest.
They're looking for a ball. It needs to be sanitised.
Harry Tyler just waiting for the ball to come back.
They're just missing the one behind the goal, guys.
Is it being sanitised?
It was.
The goal?
It was.
Rules is rules, I suppose. There's Conor Mcbride, and again Everton almost get caught out playing out from the back, but eventually it's squeezed wide to Kyle John, infield to Warrington. Tries to switch the play, but Daniel Pike is there for Blackburn Rovers. Butterworth will chase it down. Conor Mcbride just stands his ground. We love watching big defend, don't we?
He's just an honest defender, isn't he? He knows how to defend. That's why he's on the pitch at centre back. He just knows when to kick it, head it, tackle. That's all you want from him.
And we say it regularly when we watch him, Snods. He seems to enjoy defending.
Yeah, he does. He does. A defender has got to enjoy defending.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
13 and a half minutes gone here at the Pure Stadium. No real chances for either side. Still goalless. The shadows are getting longer. Blackburn Rovers second in Premier League 2, 5 points behind the leaders. Everton in 8th position. It's a decent effort. And it wins a corner kick. It was sounding out with the shot.
Yeah, I think we're going to find it difficult this evening, as they look a little bit more experienced than we do, but and they're
look a bigger side, don't they?
They do, and I was talking to John Eberl, as I said, before the game, and he said we've got no excuses. We've got a young side, and let's hopefully they go out under the business.
Corner kick comes in. It's a poor one, really poor one. Warrington clears. Isaac Price misses his kick. Sam Durant will get another chance. Was rather better that time. Good football again from Blackburn Rovers. And eventually, it hits the post. I'm going to say eventually the effort comes in. It was a decent shot from Sam Barnes, the captain. It had Harry Tyrer floundering and the Everton goalkeeper, but like ourselves, we're glad to see that come back off the foot of the post nods.
Yeah, it's a great effort. Harry had no chance whatsoever. He's at full stretch and it's just hit the inside of the bar. But as it's come out, Big Con did brilliantly to get the second ball. Just got his body in between the ball and the striker, and did ever so well.
Brave gather there from Harry Tyrer. Sam Burns has been spoken to by the referee. The referee's given a free kick here, but here's that effort from Sam Barnes. Nice build-up play.
Yeah, it was a good little build-up play, and just laid into the path of Barnes there. He's not any pace as well. He's just guided it with his right foot, but there Big Con just eased the centre forward out of the way. But it's a terrific effort. It really is. He knew what he was doing, know where it was going, and
tell you what, for the centre half as well, Snots. With all due respect to the Central Defenders Union, by far the best effort of the game so far. The Blackburn Rovers captain Sam Barnes hitting the post, and Blackburn are just starting to squeeze Everton back a little bit here. Butterworth given away, picked up by Warrington. Nice pass by Warrington to Hughes, but Hughes can't find Nathan Broadhead. It's got to be a little bit. It's easier said than done, Snods, because you can hear the wind, but we just need to be a little bit more careful with the ball.
Yeah, we're under a little bit of pressure. 16 minutes into the game, and Blackburn have had more of the ball, played more in our half. So when we do get the ball, it's important that we try and keep it just for a minute or two, just to give our back four a little bit of a rest.
Will be tested again here. Pike into Durant. Nice first touch by Durant across the face of the goal, scrambled away. And Everton are living dangerously here. The ball's not sticking when it goes forward because it's not finding a blue jersey. There's Barnes for Blackburn Rovers. Burns couldn't control it. It's sliced away by Joe Anderson, and it'll be another corner for Blackburn Rovers, and we're just riding the storm here, Snods, just trying to see it through.
Yeah, Bigonzi's just asking his players just to calm down a little bit on the ball. It's hard to see the monitor with the sun. Yeah, just seen a replay of that effort that hit the post.
Nolan finds Conor Mcbride. Wants a corner, not going to get one. Hasn't had much of a sniff yet. The Blackburn Rovers leading goal scorer, Conor Mcbride. Second leading goal scorer in Premier League 2, actually, behind Manchester City's Liam Delap. Joe Anderson. We've tried that too many times now, and it hasn't worked once. Butterworth inside the penalty area. Good foot in again by Con Uzanidis. We're causing ourselves trouble, Snods, trying to play it out.
I know you usually do play out, but I don't think the conditions are.
Josh Bowler will chase this down.
Now then,
Josh Bowler inside the penalty area. Is he going to go himself? He's got support if he needs it, and eventually he's outnumbered. I don't think Josh made the right decision.
No, he had support as well. A couple of our boys dashing up to get up from midfield. Just tried one too many, but just talking about playing from the back there, I don't think it's the right conditions to play. It's a bobbly pitch. Blackburn are pressing on in numbers. 5 and 6 are pressing on from midfield and strikers. So it's difficult to get out of our own 18-yard box.
Joe Anderson back inside the Everton box again. Finds Lewis Warrington. He feeds it off to Nathan Broadhead, and that's the cue once again for Kyle John to scamper up that right wing. Here's Nathan Broadhead, goes for goal himself. Snapshot, no backlift, and no accuracy either, and it's wide of the post. And struggling with the monitors here. It's not. It looks like it's thick fog here in Southport. It's just the angle of the sun at the moment.
Yeah, we're just seeing a ball over the top there for Josh Bowler, and he just see cut inside. He
took advantage of the mistake.
Yeah, could he have squared it once he got into that position? But in fairness, Blackburn defenders got back pretty quick as well.
You can't blame Josh for wanting to keep on the ball every time he gets it, because he will have missed it so much. How long into the game do you forget that you've been out with an injury, Snods? Because I suppose you're on eggshells for the first few minutes or so.
About 60 minutes when your lungs packing
start to burst.
In my case, 30 minutes.
Good heavy clearance that by Thierry Small. Picked up by Rhys Hughes on this near side for Everton. I'll find Charlie Whittaker though, and Blackburn will come back again. A bit careless again from Everton. Keep the ball nicely, don't they, Blackburn?
Yeah, they are. They are. You can tell that they've got a few more experienced players than we have.
Now here's one of our experienced players, Josh Bowler, running forward. Nathan Broadhead picks it up for Everton, goes for goal and finds the bottom corner, and he does what he does so well, and he does what he's done regularly since he came back to the fold. He scores a goal.
He's so clinical in them situations, he really is. Just picked the ball and he's knocked it at a great time. A lovely way to pass. It's one touch and he's fired it across the keeper. It's against a run of play. Blackburn have had most of the play, but it's about scoring goals, and when you see this, just played a lovely ball to him. He doesn't have to break his stride. He did have to break his stride, but two touch, bang, across goal. It's a terrific finish.
Lovely finish.
But that's what we've been used to in the last couple of months with Nathan Broadhead. He's a terrific finisher.
Great angle here. There you go. Lovely effort. Bottom corner. Jordan Eastham in the Blackburn Rovers goal. No chance. And it's 8 goals in 7 games now for Nathan Broadhead. He's only been in for 7 games and he's already caught Ellis Sims. He's the joint leading scorer for the under-23s now, on 8 goals with Ellis Sims, who, by the way, scored a cracker for Blackpool last weekend, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He really did. He needed it as well. Big Ellis.
What should that do for the boys in blue, Snods?
Well, they know that they'll have been up against it for the first 20 minutes. They think it's been difficult, but we've got to keep his shape. Got to keep tight as a back four and as a midfield unit, and try, like I said before the game, try and rely on Bowler and Broadhead to produce the goods at the other end, and they've certainly done that.
Just one win in the last 5 for Everton, but we have had some really tough fixtures. It's been a really challenging run for David Unsworth's boys, and this would be some scalp. It was 1-1 back in November when Everton played Blackburn Rovers at Leyland at the Lancashire FA headquarters. And what's amazing, Snods, about that game in November was that it was Thierry Small's under-23 debut. Oh. A few weeks later he was in the first team.
Frightening.
Some elevation now.
Yeah.
Warrington digs out the forward ball. Josh Bowler will chase it, but Sam Barnes will get there first and guide it safely back to his 19-year-old goalkeeper, Jordan Eastham. Here's Annesley. Eastham to Barnes. Durant back to Barnes again. Good pressing from Isaac Price. That's what he's got to do, Snods.
That's really good pressing. That's what you want your midfield players to do. He went to the first player, and then as he's laid it off, he's continued his run to close the centre back down, and he's that's certainly what Isaac's got in his locker.
Looks a young boy, doesn't he?
He
Isaac
does.
Price, 17 years old. He looks some way off getting served in Wetherspoons, that's for sure. Throw it, Daniel Pike. Number 2 for Blackburn. He's been an unused substitute for the first team this season, as Daniel Pike, and by all accounts Tony Mowbray really likes the look of it. Drops the throw in short and gets it back again. Back to Barnes, and again good pressing from Everton. A spring in the step. It's amazing what a goal can do.
It sure is, because we were under a little bit of pressure. They did have the opportunity where they hit the post and playing quite well, Blackburn.
Decent game so far. Butterworth. Good ball to Pike. Pike. He'll go by himself. He's got help from Durant if he wants him, and he does use Sam Durant. A little dink into the penalty area. Picked up by Conor Mcbride. Back to Pike. And again, no way through.
So important that they keep talking to one another. They keep filling the holes where the Blackburn players are running into. Try and defend this lead. I know we're
Good ball in, it's headed over the crossbar, high over the crossbar by Butterworth.
They're pushing both full-backs on at times. Pike down this right-hand side especially. They look useful down this right-hand side, the pair of them.
There's the goal again. An unerring finish, we'll call that.
It's a great finish. It's a great finish.
He's in good goal-scoring form. Nathan Broadhead, well, we wondered where the goals had come from, didn't we, when Ellis Sims went out on loan. It was a great move for Ellis Sims. It was the right move for Everton Football Club, but we wondered where it would leave the 23s with regards to goals. Nathan Broadhead certainly took the baton and ran with it, hasn't he?
He certainly has, yeah. You can't deny that Ellis needed to get out on loan, and for the benefit of Everton Football Club, it really is. It's not about weakening our under-23 team.
Good play by Rhys Hughes. Good ball. Here he is again, Nathan Broadhead. Josh Bowler tells him where he wants it, but Broadhead goes back to Kyle John. Joe Anderson. Whittaker. Loose touch. Strong challenge again from Lewis Warrington. Play on, says the referee. Likes to tackle, doesn't he, Warrington?
Do you know what? The four produced a good, hefty tackle over the far side. Warrington's just gone through with the ball. There was nothing wrong with the tackle. Just let him know that he was around.
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting confrontation between Jake Garrett. He was on Everton's books at one point, was Jake Garrett. He was on Liverpool's books as well. Broadhead's flick nearly reaches Josh Bowler. Blackburn work it back to the goalkeeper. Isaac Price heads it back towards goal, and it's into the Blackburn Rovers penalty area and at the feet of Jordan Easton. Everton 1, Blackburn Rovers 0. 26 minutes on the clock here at the Pure Stadium, the home of Southport football. Butterworth did well to make something out of that.
I'm just about to say that's a free kick.
Referee, quite rightly, you could hear him from here, said to Dan Butterworth, you weren't even looking at the ball.
He wasn't as well. He just he ended up looking at the man.
Yeah, jumped right into him, doesn't he? But the cheek to argue.
I know.
Do as you told, young man. What have you got to warm us up at half time, Snoz? It's getting chilly here.
I don't know whether to surprise you or tell you, Dad. I think I'll surprise you.
Surprise me.
It's Bovril.
Best drink to have at a windy football stadium, a cold football stadium. Nice mug of Bovril, plenty of pepper. There's Josh Bowler for Everton. Nice to have that Bovril with a 2-goal lead. Kyle John, will he get the ball in the box? Yes, he will. Thierry Small couldn't get there, headed away by Pike. Nodded back towards goal by Warrington, nodded square actually. There's Thierry Small. Back to Price, little dink forward towards Hughes. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Pike comes out with the ball. Through the legs of Conor Mcbride, the Blackburn Rovers leading scorer, just can't get into the game at the moment, thankfully. But this man can, Josh Bowler. Garrett finds Sam Durant. Chance for Blackburn to counter. Butterworth runs at Joe Anderson. Joe Anderson just sees him wide, and it's a throw in for Blackburn.
We're defending quite well. We really are, because they've got some useful players at Blackburn, but I think apart from the one that's hit the post, we've looked quite solid as a unit. Midfield players are trying to get as tight as possible to the Blackburn players as well, working extremely hard. The boys in blue. David Unsworth, John Ebel, Franny and Leighton Baines is here of course again tonight. Wouldn't have it any other way. Great ball by Kyle John. Plenty of green grass for Josh Bowler. John trying to get up alongside him as well. Looks instead through the middle, and it's a chance for Whittaker. And it's a lovely finish by Charlie Whittaker. His first goal
for Everton under-23s, and he has doubled the advantage.
What a counter-attack that was. It really was. Again, when the ball went to Bowler on that right-hand side, Kyle John again were motoring up there, but Josh just played a lovely ball. It's a great run by young Whittaker there, and he's got a deflection, but the run made it. Just played perfectly into his path. He'll be absolutely delighted with that contribution, with that finish.
Bowler picks it up on the halfway line.
It's a great run. Look at that run. Yeah. He's determined to get in there, to get into that penalty box. He's got there before the defender. He's got a little deflection, but the run made it.
He's earned that, hasn't he?
Yeah, he absolutely has.
This is a lovely ball from Josh. Look at that, perfect weight. Whittaker doesn't have to break stride. And Everton lead by 2-0.
Great run. The will to get there, the determination from him. He saw that space and he thought, right, I'm going to attack that. Played a lovely ball in Josh Bowler, and 2-0.
It's the stick or twist scoreline, this, Snods, isn't it?
Yeah, they always say you're never safe at 2-0.
We've certainly taken that after half an hour. Blackburn Rovers started slightly stronger than Everton, but we've quickly got the measure of them, tightened up at the back and scored 2 good goals. Everton 2, Blackburn Rovers 0. That'll be a free kick. Rhys Hughes on Jake Garrett, but not from there. Joe Nolan, bring it back, says the referee. Just keep tight now, Snod, still half time.
Yeah, we've still got 15 minutes. I expect Blackburn to put a little bit of pressure on these last 15 minutes of the first half. I think they will get probably 1-2 opportunities, but it's how we cope defensively.
Free kick on this right hand side. Daniel Pike will take it. Oh, that's a strong one. Here's a 1-2. Goodness me.
Can you talk me through that? Really, honestly.
What was the point of that?
I really don't know.
He had a free hit to get the ball in the penalty area, where his 2 massive centre halves had gone forward.
But the keeper just gives it him back in the same position, and he gets brought, and we close it down. But I ain't complaining. That's Blackburn's priority, what they want to do.
Here's Sam Durant. Looks a lively customer.
Yeah, I quite like him. I was just about to say that. He does look lively.
He's someone else that was on Everton's books a few years ago. Left Everton to go to Liverpool, and then left Liverpool for Blackburn Rovers in June of 2018. So much can happen though, can't it, when between the ages of whatever Snods, 10 and 16.
Yeah, I've seen young kids with unbelievable talent at 10, 12-year-old, and then they just by 18.
How old were you when you first went to Donny, Snods?
I was 14, just as a schoolboy. Glyn was there in the first team, 3 years older than me. He was already there. Just watching that, just thought we were going to get caught again playing at the back, but just went as a schoolboy.
What a touch. Lovely ball from Nathan Broadhead as well to Josh Bowler. Here come Everton again. Josh Bowler wants one, it's blocked. Thierry Small will chase it down on this near side. Into the penalty area, headed away. Isaac Price finds Conor Mcbride. John back to Bowler, and it's smacked away by Lenny Serena. Well, apologies, by the way, if you've got a similar view of our own on the monitor. It's really
it's just
bleak.
It's that sun. I think just after half time that.
Oh no, given away by Isaac Price. Chance here for Blackburn Rovers. Cleared off the line, was it? No, it's gone into the back of the net, and Blackburn Rovers have pulled a goal back, and Everton will be so disappointed. Isaac Price it was who gave the ball away. Sam Burns was onto it. Conor Mcbride did his best, but Blackburn are back in. It's not. Here's the replay.
Yeah, it's a disappointing goal to give away. I think he was quite fortunate as well. It might have been going wide, but Con didn't need to know that, and he didn't know about that, and yeah, it has gone over the line, unfortunately, but yeah, young Isaac Price just got caught a little bit. It's not a great finish as well. He's unlucky, but it's clear goal. And as we said,
will Con be disappointed with that, Snots? Hate to criticise because it's easy up here, but could you just wellied that away?
He's running back towards goal, Daz. It's a difficult one. Knowing Connie will be disappointed because that's how he plays.
They were caught out again. Sam Burns again for Blackburn Rovers. This time Joe Anderson does tidy up. Plays it to Warrington, and Everton get out of jail again. That would have been criminal, Snods, twice in 2 minutes.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
Now then, Nathan Broadhead's going to be after this, and he's going to win the race as well with Sam Barnes. Picks it up, Nathan Broadhead. Into the penalty area he goes. Challenge comes in from Annesley, and it'll be a corner for Everton. It's end-to-end stuff.
Yeah, our counter-attacking's been absolutely fantastic. We really have hit him on the break on several occasions, and again there, Nathan got inside. He just couldn't get beyond this defender as he's come across here.
Corner kick for the Toffees. Uzanidis is up for it, so is Joe Anderson. In comes the corner. Uzanidis just couldn't get a touch. Much bowler on the edge of the penalty area. Can't find a blue jersey. Sereno will bring it away for Blackburn. Sam Burns in a race with Kyle John. He won't outsprint Kyle John, that's for sure. Burns picks the ball up though. Infield towards Conor Mcbride. Wide on this right-hand side is Butterworth. Into the penalty area. And Sam Burns, I think, was expecting Conor Uzanidis to get a touch.
I think he did get a slight touch, if I'm being honest, as I think he's just glanced the top of his head, I'm sure, as the ball's got played in here. It's gone out wide on this Blackburn right-hand side. It's delivered into the box, and I think he's just got a touch.
Good spot. Good spot. Otherwise, Sam Burns would have had a head-on goal. Here's Sereno again for Blackburn. It's into the penalty area. It's over Burns again. I don't think this is going to finish 2-1.
No. Both sides. Blackburn look a decent side, a strong side, and our counter-attacking's been fantastic. So more goals definitely to come in this game.
Hughes. Price. Just wouldn't sit for him. Conor Mcbride to Burns. Back to Mcbride again. Butterworth. Into the arms of Harry Tyrer, thankfully. Now then, bit of space for Kyle John. Forward to Bowler. It's got the potential to be a devastating partnership on that right-hand side. Here they go. Good play again. Bowler finds Kyle John. Kyle John looking for Broadhead. Can Broadhead get a touch on it? He can, but he can't do anything with it, and that was unfortunate because that would have been a lovely goal.
It's a good ball putting by Kyle John. He's got great pace. Always looking to get up in support, and that's a good early ball in there for Nathan Broadhead.
Jake Garrett to Annesley. Joe Nolan. Garrett again to Sereno. Conor Mcbride to Sereno again. Free kick. Nice little turn by Sam Durant. Gets his ankle wrapped by Rhys Hughes. No complaints over that decision. So you were saying before, Snod, have you joined Donny at 14? Were you just playing local boys football?
Yeah, that's all. There were no academies at that time, Daz, or anything like that. So I was just going in school holidays, and with several other youngsters in and around the Doncaster area.
Playing Saturday, Sunday, were you?
Yeah. School football.
Good foot in by Joe Anderson. Garrett. Right to Sereno. Pushes it past Kyle John. Gets past Kyle John. That takes some doing. And it's a corner kick for Blackburn, and they're looking threatening against us.
Yeah, they are. It's just put a spring in the step. That goal that they've got back, put them back into the game.
Durant will take this corner kick. Annesley and Barnes are up from the back. Nolan. Conor Mcbride.
Tries the reverse pass, it reaches Butterworth, it goes for goal. Caught that well enough on the turn. Over the crossbar.
Blackburn players are thinking it got a little bit of a deflection there, wanted a corner kick, but looked to be a decent strike.
Caught it well enough.
Yeah, we'll just see if we can see from this angle if it did get a deflection. Can't really see.
Tell. Terry Small. Everton caught out yet again, trying to play out from the back.
Terry's been a little bit subdued down this left-hand side. We've not really seen him get forward, not really seen him be strong defensively as well. Just a little bit quiet for me.
Pike takes the throw in. Durant. Back to Pike again. Butterworth likes a shot on goal. Easy save for Harry Tyra. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Everton 2, Blackburn Rovers 1. As always, we'll have some video footage for you at half time in this one. Coming up at the break, we'll see the highlights of the Everton women excellent win against Blackburn Rovers at the weekend by 3-0. We'll hear from Jean-Philippe Gabamin, who's really pleased to be back in action, and we'll show you what happened when Alex Iwobi met some of our official members. So plenty to keep you occupied during the half-time break. Would have been a relief, my manager, Philippe Gabamin, to get back in action.
Delighted for him. It's a long process he's been through, and sometimes you tend to wonder whether you will get back playing football at all.
Rhys Hughes, chance for Everton here to break. Wide to Josh Bowler. Oh, down he goes, and that's a penalty kick. Well, Blackburn Rovers are claiming it was outside the penalty area. The referee has pointed to the spot. He's going over to speak to his assistant on that right-hand side.
I don't
get his opinion.
I don't think he's got a clue.
And the assistant is saying, yeah, it's inside the area. It's a penalty. Is it a penalty kick?
No, he's got a free kick
outside the edge. Brave of the referee to go over and speak to his assistant.
He's right.
Right decision.
He's right. It's a great decision, but what a piece of skill there from Josh Bowler.
Shame for Everton, but it was the right decision.
Can we capitalise on this though, Daz?
Do we stand it up, or do we lash it across the face of the goal?
It's a tough one. Because
Rhys Hughes is going to take it. Not sure Conor Mcbride's 10 yards away, by the way. Rhys Hughes curls it in. Kouzanides heads it over. Chance.
Yeah, it's a great little ball from Rhys, and Big Con's got up there above his marker.
Josh Bowler's in again here for Everton. Takes on his man, gets past one, gets past two. Still going, Josh Bowler, just one too many. And it's a corner kick.
He's enjoying himself, isn't he?
Come alive.
He's enjoying himself. He really is.
I wondered if he knows he's only going to play 45 minutes, so he's having a right good go before the whistle.
Yeah, he is. He's showing bags of ability.
He's lovely to watch when he's on fire, isn't he?
Jinking both sides. Defender did well in the end.
Did. Corner kick for Everton. Last couple of minutes of what's been an entertaining first half. Flying high in Premier League 2 Blackburn. It's interesting from Everton. Josh Bowler has the ball again. Back to Hughes. Hughes pulls the trigger. Good shot, good save by the keeper, and a brave second block as well. Charlie Whittaker was going for it. Well, he had to go for it.
Of course he had to go. The keeper's having a go at him, but he has got to go. He's dropped it. It's bounced down
absolutely.
there.
If you don't want to be challenged, keep hold of the ball, goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's a good strike, and yeah, he's got every right to go for that.
He's got to get used to that if the goalkeeper wants to have a career in the game. Referee's just saying, I think the referee's probably just saying to the goalkeeper, look, he was entitled to go for that.
Yeah, if he didn't think he had, he'd have booked young Whittaker, but he knows that the ball's dropped down there. He's in a position. He's been bright.
Yeah, definitely.
He has. He's thought, well, if it comes off the keeper, I'm there to pounce on it.
If the centre half miscontrols it in the 6-yard box, you go for it, don't you?
That's right. It's he was thinking well ahead there.
Good header, Lewis Warrington, who's always going to make that his, wasn't he? Great ball by Nathan Broadhead. Josh Bowler shoots early, saved by Jordan Easton.
We are catching him on the counter attack every time with the pace of the two more experienced players for our boys.
Sam Barnes has possession for Blackburn Rovers. We're in the 45th minute of the game. Pike to Durant, back to Pike again. Blackburn are in round the back. It's cleared away by Uzanidis. Durant, Joe Nolan, back to Barnes. Durant again. Look at Pike, he's got space there across the face of the penalty area, picked up by Butterworth across the face of the goal. 2 minutes of added time. Can Everton hang on for the last 2 minutes of added time? Serino's cross is too high, it's too long, it's a goal kick, and Everton will be glad of that.
Yeah, they've got in a couple of times in the last 10-20 seconds down this our left-hand side, their right-hand side, and a bit too easy the first one. Again, Thierry just, I thought, got caught ball watching the first one, but again, defended solidly. The centre-backs got in good positions to clear the lines.
Harry Tidy will get this ball forward, and Everton will just try and keep hold of it and see this first half out. Straight out of play. Hopefully that sun will have dropped behind the
I think it will.
stand.
The 15 minutes interval, definitely it'll have dropped us.
Nolan to Pike. Up and under. Lewis Warrington loses out to Butterworth. It'll be a free kick for Everton. Take your time.
Just push on, let one of the centre-backs take it. You push on.
Nearly a good ball.
It was, but no need to rush it as it's half-time. Just take your time, just play it around, knock it into the corner, see the game.
Good turn by Whittaker. Can he get the ball across the 6-yard box? He can't. First cross is blocked. Whittaker's quickly back on his feet, but Serino brings it away for Blackburn Rovers. What will Unsey say at half-time?
I think he'd be delighted, because it's a very, very young side, and I think we've caused them many problems. All right, they're a bit experienced in their team, the Blackburn team. They're slightly older in age than our boys, but I think overall, I think David Unsworth will be delighted. We've caused them, especially on the counter attack. We've looked very, very bright. We've defended reasonably well. It's a tough game, but it's an enjoyable game. As you've mentioned in commentary on a couple of occasions, I'm enjoying the game.
The disappointing thing is for Unsey that the goal was so avoidable.
It was, and I'm sure young Isaac will be disappointed. But as long as he learns from that, as long as he learns next time, I'll just clear my lines. I'll just get it up the park or whatever, and. We've just seen some highlights,
That was half a chance, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, half. But Thierry did well at the back post, just put the player off, just got enough on it. This is the one that hits the post, it's a terrific effort. He's just guided it across with his right foot. He's not gone for any power, really. He's just placed it to that far corner. It looked as though it was going in.
And as you spotted, Uzanidis did really well at the rebound.
He got to the... just that strong, because could have easily been intercepted by the Blackburn player and been put in, but Lincoln was strong there, upper body strength. Look who won the ball there.
Yeah, Nathan Broadhead. And he makes himself available. Good movement, good find. That's what I like about Nathan. He's always willing to work off the ball as well. It was him who won the ball back, and then he's made a little run, been played in by Josh Bowler, and it's a perfect goal across the keeper. Keeper's got absolutely no chance whatsoever. Against the run of play, but
it was, wasn't it?
It really was.
It's the second goal, Snods.
Yeah, again, Bowler again, but young Whittaker, watch him go there. He sees the opportunity, makes a great run into the box. I'm sure that's what he's been asked to do, get up in support, and if there's any chance of getting in that penalty box. But the determination and the burst of pace from him was terrific. Yeah, a little bit fortunate, got a deflection, but he made his own look because he made it happen for himself.
2 assists for Josh Bowler on his return, which he'll be really, really pleased with. That's all you can do. And this was so disappointing.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
turned blindly, didn't he?
Yeah, you don't want to really see Isaac there as well in the back line. Yeah, perhaps Con
will be disappointed.
Yeah, he will be. Knowing him, he will be disappointing that he has bobbled up just before, but yeah, you'd expect him to clear that. But yeah, young Isaac just had a look, didn't look good, just got caught on the ball. Yeah. That put Blackburn back into the game, it really did. But yeah, there's been several chances since then as well. So yeah, as we say, we're 2-1 up. I think Unzi will be pleased, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this game.
So am I, but I'm looking forward to my half-time Bovril. We're going to leave you now, myself and Snods, but we're going to leave you in the capable hands of 3 nice pieces of film. We've got the women's 3-0 win against Aston Villa, an interview with Jean-Philippe Gabamin, and also we'll show you what happened when Alex Iwobi met some of our official members. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Here is Ingrid Movold, who has been a decent option early on from right back. The Norwegian gets her across it. It's missed by everyone. It comes to the back post. It took a deflection. The question's being asked about potentially a penalty there. Jill Scott. There's Lehman ahead of her. Again, it was given away, but instead it comes to Emsley in the end after a slight missed interception by Jodie Hutton. Christensen's little clip towards the back post, it's headed in, and Everton are in front, and Lucy Graham scores, and the team that never lose to those beneath them are in front with their first real opening of the game. Lucy Graham scores for Everton. It will be Izzy Christensen to play in the free kick then just before half-time. Goes in towards Savika, whose header is looping towards goal. Rasso gets a touch right on the line. Everton have the ball in the net, but the flag is up and it's not going to count. A goal ruled out for offside. A moment where Everton almost double their advantage just before the break, but the assistant referee has intervened. Rasso. In goes the cross. Handball, penalty. Well, Everton will get the opportunity to double their lead. In went the cross from Hayley Rasso. It was a penalty. It's Lucy Graham. It's saved by Weiss. She goes the right way and hands Aston Villa a vital lifeline here. They still only trail by a goal. Here's Shania Hales. Looks to get away from Savika. She's got the run on the Danish international there. This is good work from Shania Hales, who has been more involved in the early stages of this second half. That's Arthur's ball. It might come towards Freya Gregory. The opportunity opened itself up. McKeever makes a fine save. But here is Hayley Rasso for Everton. Rasso has moved away from Endow. She shoots herself. Well, Lisa Weiss was scrambling. It is Pattinson's cross. It is a deep one towards Finnegan at the back post. It's a second penalty. Well, Savika went down under the challenge from Jodie Hutton. She's furious about that. It's Izzy Christensen who makes it 2-0 to Everton. She provided the first, she scores the second, and Everton move clearer out of sight, and Aston Villa's relegation worries just increase that little bit more. Christensen. Scott gets it back. Couple of blue shirts ahead of her. Scott goes to McGill. McGill gets a touch away from Sante, and a fine save again by Lisa Weiss. Mo Vold. Graham's ball into Emsley. Emsley with a bit of space. It comes towards Jill Scott. It's a fine block by Anita Asante, but it's poked in by Simone McGill. And Everton do have their third. Simone McGill denied moments ago by Lisa Weiss, but not to be kept out on the second occasion. It's towards Arthur, whose header is looping and whose header is in. And Aston Villa do have a late consolation through Chloe Arthur. A looping header by Chloe Arthur. It finishes at Walton Hall Park. Everton 3, Aston Villa 1.
Is it true you're related to JJ Okocha?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's actually very true. That's my mum's younger brother.
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I ain't got the surname of Okocha, because he's related to my mum. But yeah, we are related.
Good player for Bolton, huh?
Yeah, he's a big legend in our families, and we always he still chats to me here and there. He's always messaging me on WhatsApp, so we still keep in touch.
What has been your favourite moment in Everton's shirt so far?
I've had a few, to be fair, but nothing beats when I scored my first Premier League goal for Everton against Wolves. I mean, I don't really score a lot of headers, so for me to get a header was even a bonus.
Yeah.
Hi Alex, I want to ask, when you played for Arsenal at Goodison, what were your experiences playing at Goodison?
You know what? It was very, the stadium was proper intimidating. For me, coming and playing at Goodison every time, the fans make it so scary for players. I don't think they notice as much pressure that they provide for us. When you're playing and you just hear the fans up the toffees, everyone's screaming oh, we're in for a game. And every time we played against Everton, the fighting spirit was there. So we know it's not going to be easy. It's going to be like a war. So now that I'm playing for Everton, I actually understand how much the fans mean to this club. And coming to Everton when I was playing for Arsenal was always going to be a crazy game. We always need it.
What impact does Duncan Ferguson have behind the scenes in the dressing room, and how he motivates you to go into the game?
Every day in training, he always hear him. He's got the proper Everton spirit. He's forever trying to get us motivated. It's always even if it's something small, if you've got to go to the gym, let's go pump some weights, let's go do this. It comes with so much energy, and it runs throughout the team. So even before the games, he's always psyching us up, and you can see I think sometimes during the game he holds it back, so he's a bit more professional. Because I know when he comes in the change room, say the game we beat against Tottenham, he was just literally dancing, throwing punches. He's a big character in the team.
Alex, I want to know who would be in your five-a-side team of footballers that you've played alongside in your career.
Oh, you've put me on the spot here.
Absolutely.
You've put me on the spot here. I'm going to have to really think. I will go with Peter Cech, because he's forever a legend. He's well respected in the game. I'm going to put Seamus Coleman in my team, because he's actually, for me, no disrespect to all other people I've played with, but he's the best captain I've ever played under. He's always talking. Even if he's not playing, he's still trying to help everyone. He's such a professional, and he's someone I would love to have in my five-a-side team. I'll put Ozil. Ozil in training is one of the best I've seen. Ozil and Santi Cazorla are the best trainers I've ever seen. The quality they bring every time in training, you think, how have they done that? And it's similar with James Rodriguez, but where I was young and I was coming up and I was still learning, to see it from Santi Cazorla and Ozil, they were like a joke in training, literally like magicians in training. And then as a striker, I'm gonna give it to I'm gonna put Dom up front. Yeah, Dom has been getting all sorts of goals. He's actually a machine. I'll give it to Dom. Dom's crazy. He's like animal. Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate you guys' time, and your questions have put me off and actually made me laugh. And I've enjoyed this Zoom. It really made me laugh. But I hope to see you guys soon, though. I hope that all this Corona stops and everyone's healthy. So, well, it was nice speaking to you guys.
Thank you.
Bye, fellas. Welcome Sunday.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Take care.
JP, the obvious place to start, Monday night against Crystal Palace, the 78th minute. Probably something you've been thinking about for a very, very long time. So how was that feeling when you finally got to get back on a pitch for Everton?
No, the feeling was great. I was waiting for this moment since long time. I've been patient and working hard for comeback. It was not easy, and finally being there on Monday night was unbelievable.
What was going through your head in those moments before you came on? Were you thinking about everything that you've been through over the past? It's 597 days, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a long time, and when I was waiting for coming, it was like it's been a long way till this time, and I was very, very happy when I come in. You can see on my face I was smiling, and it was a great moment.
Can you take us back to when you hurt your Achilles, because you were so close to coming back from the quadriceps injury? So what happened to hurt your Achilles?
Yes, I was close to come back after the quadriceps, and I was thinking I will get some times and be back playing because of the COVID and all the stuff around the world. But after few trainings, I have the Achilles, and it was hard on the moment. But after, I'm always positive, so it was hard, but in my head it was like it can be worse, and some people in the world, they don't have the chance for play football, so it was like I know it will be a long way to recover after this injury, because Achilles is always like very difficult, because you can lose your calf, your power and stuff like that. But I was confident.
How was the mental process for you of going from somebody who was very close to playing again to somebody who knew that after 9 months of rehab you were going to have to go through that whole process again?
It's hard, but everybody was around me, support me. I received a lot of messages of the fans to not keep my head down. So yes, at these times, without playing any games for Everton, it was hard. I play only 1.5 games, so I'm not thinking positive at this time, because if I was thinking negative, I will go down for sure. But my family here, the people in Everton, they was really, really good with me.
You mentioned earlier on messages from the supporters. So how have the supporters been with you? Have they been a lot in touch and encouraging you?
Yes, they was amazing. They was sending me a message like on social media and stuff like that. And it was very, very warm from them to think about me.
You, after the game on Monday, you posted a message on social media and said it felt like you were back at home. So from that message and with what you say about the fans, it feels as if you have still been developing a very strong bond and connection with Everton.
Yes, when I came here, it was like a second family. Everybody in the club were walking around. You feel like you are home, you know, so it's special.
Just in time. Great bit of timing there from Jean-Philippe Gabamin. And we are ready to go for the second half. I'm looking forward to this 45 minutes, Nod. This will be a tightly contested second half of football.
Yeah, it really will. I'm sure, as he said to unlock 10-15 minutes, I think Blackburn will come out strong again like they did first half and put us under a little bit of pressure. It's important that we stay together, we communicate, and leave it to the three boys up front to nick us another goal.
There generally are goals whenever Blackburn Rovers play. The 6 games they've had some great results. Well, they lost 6-4 against Manchester United. They beat West Ham 4-1. They beat Southampton 5-1. They beat Arsenal 3-0. So they've got a goal in them.
Yeah, they've got a few goals in them. Let's hope they've only got one in them this evening.
Yeah. Carl John, that's a nice pass to Isaac Price, who stumbles at the wrong time, and Blackburn can counter, but Carl John sorts it out. Here's Warrington. I like watching Lewis Warrington play.
He's all energy, isn't he? He's always on the move. Yeah, he really is.
Josh Bowler, he'll be so pleased. 2 assists so far after being out for so long. That's good play as well from Bowler. Thierry Small, but it's not the best ball in. Lacked a little bit of conviction from Thierry Small. Looks a little bit short of enthusiasm tonight, shall we say, the Everton fullback.
It's not used like him. He's usually marauding forward, tricks, step overs. Yet to see any of that this evening.
Joe Anderson straight to Bannersley. Here's Conor McBride. Haven't seen a great deal of him, which I'm pleased about. Daniel Pike. Jake Garrett's back to Sam Barnes, who hit the post for Blackburn Rovers in that first period with a lovely little effort. McBride can't get a lot on it. It goes safely through to Harry Tyra. Everton have got Tom Cannon, substitute goalkeeper Jack Barrett, Reece Welsh, Matty Mallon and Luke Butterfield on the bench. It's a very young under-23 bench this evening. Tell the sprinklers have been on Snods, can't you?
Yeah, you can. But here's Kyle John again.
John, we'd love to see him sprint forward, don't we? To Josh Bowler. Bowler takes it in field, lays it off. Whittaker, is he onside? Angled effort. The angle was always against him. The linesman's flag didn't go up, but it's the bane of our lives anyway, isn't it? Linesman's flags. We don't know when they're going to go up, when they're not going to go up.
Yeah, I think what the intended pass from Nathan was probably into the path of Josh Bowler again.
Brighton Hove Albion beat Southampton earlier today 3-0. Liverpool are trailing by 2-1, which always cheers us up a little bit. Warrington to Kyle John. Back to Uzanidis.
Marks out of 10 for the Bovril at half-time, does?
Do you know what? I'm going to give it 10 out of 10. It was absolutely spot on. I like it with a lot of pepper. It was piping hot, just what was needed, because there's a chilly wind in Southport, and there was a lot of pepper, but just how I like it. So you're back in the gang, because your cappuccino was a 3.5 out of 10.
Oh, thank you.
But the Bovril was spot on.
Oh. He'd have paid £4 for that over there in that little cabin.
Here's Reece Hughes for the Toffees. Back to Thierry Small. Price. Nathan Broadhead coming deep. Josh Bowler. Good work from Nathan Broadhead. You need your strikers to do the ugly stuff as well.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, sign of a good striker who wants to work hard off the ball as well.
Lewis Warrington again, a good ball. First time pass from Josh Bowler. Doesn't quite come off. Barnes. To Pike. Butterworth. Hasn't been a regular in the Blackburn Rovers under-23 side this season. Serino. Butterworth again. McBride back to Butterworth. Goes for goal. Just over the crossbar. Decent effort. I thought he'd delayed it too long before taking the shot, but it was a decent effort.
Yeah, that surprised me when you said he's not been a regular, because he looked quite useful. He's always wanting the ball. He's had a couple of efforts now on goal, and he looks an half-tidy player, so it does surprise me.
Harry Tyrett is ignoring his two centre-halves.
And so would I if I were the goalkeeper. I'd say, get up out of the way. Push him forward.
Here's Reece Hughes. Wide to Josh Bowler. Into the penalty area he goes. Bowler shoots, and it wasn't far away. An effort on goal from a long goal kick out, Snods.
Yeah.
Need we say more?
Exactly. You just squeeze them up, put pressure on, and he's been up for it tonight, has Josh.
Yeah, certainly has.
He really has.
Yeah, he looks like a young man that's waited and waited for an opportunity. He's just berating himself.
Yeah, he's just looking at him down now at pitch side, and he's just a little bit frustrated that he didn't hit the target once he got into that position.
McBride. Good open game of football, this. Lenny Serino. Unsworth again. Bride. It's all very congested in there. Sam Burns squeezes it to Conor Mcbride. Kyle John misses his kick. Got to be very, very careful here. It's pinball inside the penalty area, and Charlie Whittaker brings it away for Everton. Looking for Josh Bowler, but good defending by the goalkeeper.
Yeah, keeper in a good starting position there, just waiting for the ball.
He played it again. Can't take your eyes off this one, Snods. Josh Bowler. Kyle John again offering a out ball if he needs it, and he does. Infield to Warrington. It's a free kick. Play on, says the referee. Well done, referee. Oh, Kyle John can't take advantage. It's a loose cross.
He did brilliant in the first place to just skip by the wide player, the Blackburn player there. And the referee did well. He played advantage, but then he'll just be disappointed that he's not put the ball in the right area.
A bit wild, wasn't it, the cross? Joe Nolan. Barnes. First time ball to Sam Durant. It's always very tight there. I think it just needed a good old-fashioned welly away, and it didn't get one. Butterworth. Serino into the penalty area, blocked by Kyle John. And it will be throwing on this near side for Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah, we're just trapped in that far corner, and you're just thinking, if you do get half a yard, just try and go for length.
Nolan. Serino again. Poor ball. The art of crossing the ball's gone out the game in the last 5 minutes or so.
He's had a couple of opportunities throughout the game, the young full-back and thankfully for us that he's put him behind the goal.
Played for Liverpool and Manchester City at academy level before joining Blackburn Rovers. Warrington doesn't waste it very often, does he? That's a great ball from Whittaker to Broadhead. Only one thing on Nathan Broadhead's mind here. The ball gets stuck under his feet though. And the little back flick will find Thierry Small. Thierry Small digs out the cross. Bowler picks it up. To Warrington. Everton did well to keep that alive. Warrington, lovely ball back to Bowler. He's desperate for a goal, Josh Bowler. He's desperate for a goal. He's not going to get it from that one.
He's causing all kinds of problems.
Isn't he just?
I think it came off him as well to go behind for a goal kick. But every time he picks the ball up on this right-hand side, he looks so dangerous. He's making it so uncomfortable for the young left-back of Blackburn.
He's making it uncomfortable for the cameraman who's got to twist and turn and keep up with him as well. Just unlucky there, Nathan Broadhead. I thought he was going to crack it.
Yeah, I did. Played a lovely then back heel into the path of Thierry. Small who put it to the far post.
McBride, decent pass. Durant can't take it with him. Konuzanidis plays it back to Harry Tyrett. One touch to steady himself. Oof. I'm going to say he was taking a little bit too long there. Nearly. Sam Burns doing the closing down. Black armbands, of course, to reiterate the players tonight. Mark of respect for the passing of the Duke of Edinburgh. Kyle John finds Whittaker, and he gives it away. Whittaker wins it back. Now then, what can Whittaker do here? Plays it down this channel for Josh Bowler. Bowler looks for Broadhead. Almost a terrific ball. Louis Annesley reacted well.
I think we've been outstanding at counter-attacking, I really do, when we've been under pressure for little bits and then we've got forward on numerous occasions, especially with the two, as I say, I keep saying experienced lads, but they're only young lads themselves, but experienced at this level in Broadhead and Bowler.
You can see that the 23s have missed somebody like Josh Bowler this season.
Yeah, of course. He gives you that width, he gives you that ability, he gives the other players an outlet as well.
Rhys Hughes takes the corner, punched away by Eastham, and then gathered at the second attempt. Don't often see that in the packed penalty area. Goalkeeper punching it away, then gathering it himself. Counter-attack now from Blackburn Rovers. Jake Garrett. Kyle John does well to head it away. That's a free kick. Could be a first booking, a yellow card. Yeah, Conor McBride, he's got 12 goals this season for Blackburn Rovers. He's been in really good form. He was on loan at Stenhousemuir last season of all clubs, so he's got a little bit of senior experience. They signed him from Celtic in 2020, and he picks up the game's first yellow card for a foul on Josh Bowler.
Yeah, I don't think he can have any complaints about that. He's just give the thumbs up to Josh Bowler. He knows it was late and high.
Josh knew it was coming, didn't he, thankfully? Joe Ando was the shout, and Joe Ando is the recipient of the free kick from Uzanidis. Everton caught out in a rather congested midfield area. Sereno plays it back to his goalkeeper. Good connection from Jordan Eastham. Good header by Joe Anderson, flicked on by Rhys Hughes. It's a good ball. Butterworth. Through the legs of Warrington. Not past Kyle John though. Butterworth goes for goal. He's not afraid to shoot, is he? And there's the equalising goal. No, it's not. The flag's up on the far side. Celebrations are cut short.
Yeah, the lad Butterworth, you're right, does he? He's not afraid to shoot. He gets them opportunities and he fires at any time, any place. We've just seen this again. It's a good finish, but the assistant referee, as they like to be called these days, had his flag up early, thankfully.
And it remains Everton 2, Blackburn Rovers 1 here at Southport. It's a cold, cold April night. Grand National, of course, tomorrow. Only sunshine for the Grand National. I hope it's better than it is at this moment in time. What do you do, Snods? Just stick a pin in the paper?
I've been studying all year.
Just waiting for it to come around. Pike to Durant. Durant! Oh, not far away.
Tell you what, there's plenty of chances in this game.
They're knocking on the door now, aren't they?
They are. They're asking questions. We've just got to stay strong, be positive. Keep saying communication. It all is. Just let your fellow teammate know which areas that their players are going to run into. Try and make it as difficult as possible for Blackburn to get in behind our defence.
Everton just need to get a little bit of possession in the Blackburn Rovers half of the field and just stem the tide momentarily at the moment, because Blackburn are asking questions, that's for sure. Lewis Warrington prods it to Thierry Small. Under pressure from Sam Burns, and he's dribbled the ball out of play. He's beaten himself there, Thierry Small. Nathan Broadhead. Such quick feet, hasn't he?
He really impresses me every time I see him. I just like the way he finishes. I like the attitude of him. He works exceptionally hard off the ball.
Here's Butterworth, the string puller for Blackburn Rovers. A strong challenge though from
what a great tackle. Kind of tackle I like.
Have a bit of that. Butterworth, to his credit, straight to his feet, didn't make anything of it. Lewis Warrington makes a tackle in the Premier League like that, you'll hear the squeals from here to Southport Funfair. Here's Thierry Small. Whittaker turns into trouble. Lenny Serino picks it up for Blackburn Rovers. Low cross into the penalty area, safely into the arms of Harry Tyrer. An hour gone here at Southport. Everton leading by 2-1. Nathan Broadhead again with the first. Charlie Whittaker with his first goal for the under-23s made it 2-0. And then an individual error from Isaac Price. Sam Burns to hit the shot goal, which that we think might go down as an own goal for Big Con.
Yeah, it probably will do, yeah.
But it probably will do. Here's Whittaker. Can Everton regain a 2-goal advantage? Josh Bowler works it onto his left foot, runs out of space, lays it back. Reece Hughes goes for goal, straight at the goalkeeper.
Great play by young Whittaker there as well. He's running at the heart of the Blackburn defence. Just slipped a lovely ball into Josh Bowler.
Oh, good footwork by Kyle John. Good pace as well by Kyle John. Is there an end product for the young Toffees? Back to Whittaker. There's some good football in this game.
I've enjoyed it, I really have.
Warrington. Anderson. Broadhead sells the dummy on Josh Bowler's return pass.
Great awareness though it were by Broadhead. He knew the ball fizzed in. He knew that Josh Bowler were in there.
Whittaker to Bowler again as he sold him a little bit short.
Oh, that's a penalty. Oh, surely.
Well, the linesman on this near side's looking at it. The referee's looking at it. He gave himself a bit of thinking time. He looked at his linesman for guidance and didn't get any.
It's a penalty.
All
it's
day
a penalty.
long. Josh Bowler thinks it's a penalty.
I know we're biased as, but come on, referee. He can't believe it, Josh. Let's have a look at this again. Lovely ball. Just played in from Whittaker again.
Oh, goodness me. That's an awful decision. I blame the linesman on this near side, Snods. He's got such a good view of that.
He has. He's got to give a penalty.
Outrageous decision. Here we go again. Oh my word. That's as clear cut as I haven't seen one as clear cut as that for a long time, and I mean that.
Can I shout down to the linesman? What are you doing, linesman?
Well, he's just in front of us.
I know.
And it was a clear penalty. Now then, can Everton make something of this? Bowler to Broadhead. Broadhead takes the shot early.
He didn't need to. He didn't need to, but a great ball just laid in. It looked easy from Josh Bowler to lay into his path, and he made it look easy. Brody will be disappointed there that he's not taken that on a yard and got closer to the goal before he's had a shot.
He even had more than a yard, probably.
Yeah, he did.
Well, still reeling from that non-penalty decision. Both said straight away, didn't we?
Yeah, that's when all right, if the referee's not sure, that's when you need your assistant referee. He's got to see.
He's 12 yards away with an absolute clear, unobstructed view. Kyle John to Warrington. Whittaker. All very tight in there, and Warrington's done really well again.
He's played well. He's played well this
season. Got a football brain, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
Nice turn from Reece Hughes. Forward to Whittaker. Whittaker, first time ball to Bowler. Is this the moment he's been waiting for? No, gets underneath it and crashes it high over the crossbar.
We played some great
What a good game this is.
We played. Whittaker's getting on the ball now on a couple of occasions. There, he created his own space for his own goal, and then he's creating space for other people now, and he's just laying the ball in. Just still looking at the. He said to the linesman, "I can't believe you've not seen that."
Well, the linesman will be one of tens of thousands of people who watch this on YouTube. He'll watch his later on, and I think he'll be a wee bit embarrassed. Blackburn Rovers have made a replacement. They brought on Jared Harlock. And it's Conor Mcbride, the leading goal scorer, who's gone off. So he's been well shackled tonight, Snods.
Yeah, he has. Great sign when you're leading scorer. Goes off. It's a job well done by Kyle John and the rest of the defenders.
David Unsworth is about to make his first change of the evening. Nathan Broadhead is coming off, is he? Well, yes, he is. He gives the captain's armband to Josh Bowler. And Matthew Mallon is about to come on. It's going to be a significant change in formation, I think, here, Snods.
Yeah, is it pre-planned? Would David Unsworth have said to him, you're going to perhaps play for 65 minutes? Because I can't really see why he's come on. He's been a thorn in Blackburn's side all evening.
Awful ball again. Some of the crossing has been pretty woeful tonight. Josh Bowler's going to be a lone striker. And Mallon is going to replace Josh Bowler on this right-hand side. And I can only think that the plan was always to give Nathan 65 minutes or so.
It's got to be.
Joe Anderson inside the Everton penalty area. Back to the goalkeeper. Give it away. Won back by Isaac Price. We saw, didn't we, 15 minutes or so ago, when a long goal kick ended up with an Everton goal.
I just love to ask whoever.
Pep Guardiola's to blame.
Yeah, perhaps he is, but I just can't fathom it out. Why we do it? I wouldn't even want it in that area if I were a centre back.
There's Reece Hughes to Kyle John, infield to Mallon. He's a really game boy, Matthew Mallon. Don't know whether you've seen much of Matthew Mallon, Snods, but
I've seen him obviously in the youth game.
You'll enjoy watching.
Yeah, in the youth game, and he's all energy.
Cramping both legs, didn't he, at one point. Warrington brushes Butterworth aside and makes it his. The referee's got to stop the game though. No, just because Everton keep the ball after it bounced off the referee. Here's Mallon. Back to Kyle John. Decent ball in from Kyle John. Pike lets it run. Thierry Small picks it up. There you go, there's the step overs, and the shot flashes across the face of the goal and goes wide. 67 minutes gone, 2-1.
It's took us 67 minutes to see anything of Thierry Small, but he nearly produced a goal there. Just a little step over what we're used to seeing, and he's fired it across goal. Well wide in the end, but more positive. It's nice to see him getting in the last third of Blackburn's half.
Mallon trying to power his way through. He's done really well. He's surrounded by red shirts, but he's still going. Told you, he's a game kid.
4 he had round him. 4 Blackburn players.
Just about enough. Sam Barnes for Blackburn Rovers. Good interception by Reece Hughes. I'd be a lot more comfortable if we had another goal on the board here.
Yeah, I would. And we've had opportunities.
Yeah. Leslie plays it to Sereno, infield to the substitute, Harlock. Well, if Blackburn Rovers do get something out of this game, David Unsworth will quite rightly point to that non-penalty decision.
Yes, definitely. I don't think he's seen the pictures that we've seen over there, but when he does,
he'll be fuming.
He will be, he'll be disappointed, to say the least.
Harlock. Plenty of space for Pike. Durant keeps himself on side by arcing his run. He is again. Good defender from Everton. Nolan. Durant. Still nice and compact then, didn't we?
We've done well. We've done well because they have had a lot of possession. They do move the ball well.
Butterworth. Annesley. Gibraltar international. Don't get many of them in Premier League 2. Gets it back again. The tall figure. He's played in the Europa League as well for his previous club. Played for the Lincoln Imps. Played TNS in the Europa League. Inside the excuse me, from Pike, headed away by Uzanidis, kneed away by Price. And Reece Hughes puts his foot through the ball, but there's no way out at the moment.
No, we're finding it difficult to get a way out of here. But
here's Butterworth for Blackburn Rovers. Sam Burns inside the penalty area. Ricochet favours Everton and Mallon can bring it away. Needs an outball. Finds it in Josh Bowler, and Josh Bowler's fouled by Annesley. And that'll be a free kick for Everton. That's probably just what we needed.
Yeah, he did well as well, Josh. Just got his body in front, felt a little nudge and thought, right, by a bit of time here. Yep. Lads have been under pressure for a good few minutes now. It's resulted in a free kick.
Conuzanidis will take this. Carl John, Whittaker, Mallon, John, great football from Everton. Carl John's away, great ball into the penalty area as well, just crying out to be attacked, nobody there, and Whittaker can't get on the end of it. Poor clearance, oh, it goes under the foot of Josh Warrington. Well recovered by Uzanidis, read the situation well. Isaac Price pulls the trigger, just over the crossbar. And again, good little passage of football.
Great down this right hand side, little triangle of football between the three of them there. Got Kyle John in good delivery as well into the penalty box, and then a good strike by young Isaac there from distance.
Annesley just waited a little bit too long. Whittaker, nice little touch to Rhys Hughes. The way towards Thierry Small was blocked, so he goes back in field to Whittaker. Squeezed it wide to Mallon, free kick. I'm not sure the referee needed to blow quite so early there, Snods, but we'll take the free kick anyway, and it's another yellow card, this time for Louis Annesley.
No, I don't think he needed to do, but I think he's done us a favour, because it's in a great position, this. Just 20 yards out.
No one's getting this off Josh Bowler, are
No, not a chance. Rhys will fancy it, will he, as well?
Positive play by Whittaker. Well, Rhys Hughes is over it, Josh Bowler as well. They're both capable, more than capable from that distance.
I think it's
got to be Josh, hasn't it?
You would think so, with his left foot.
Jordan Eastham, the 19-year-old goalkeeper, will be rather concerned at this. Big Conuzanidis making a nuisance of himself in the wall. Rhys Hughes or Josh Bowler. 17.5 minutes to go. It's a slender lead at the moment. We could do with another one. Is this the moment? Rhys Hughes, off the crossbar, how unlucky. Back to Anderson. Anderson shoots wide. A great effort from Rhys Hughes. Keeper beaten all ends up. Off the crossbar, Snods.
I think the keeper and the Blackburn wall were expecting Josh Bowler left foot to take this. Rhys has just took one step. It's a terrific. The keeper's absolutely no chance. He's not even moved his feet, to be quite honest. And it's a terrific effort by Rhys. Come off the crossbar.
He's done really well to get it up and over, hasn't he, to be fair?
Yeah, because it's 20 yards out. It's really difficult, but great technique.
Butterworth has gone off for Blackburn Rovers, and on comes number 12 Isaac Whitehall, who was 19 years of age last week. Josh Bowler's evening is over as well. He's gone off, and Tom Cannon is on, and Josh Bowler will be absolutely delighted, and so will David Unsworth.
Yeah, he can't have done any more in this game than what he's done. He's been positive every time he's picked the ball up. He's had 2 assists. Yeah, he's been a thorn in Blackburn's team, and he's thoroughly enjoyed himself.
A chance for Tom Cannon to get amongst things, and here he is early doors. Tom Cannon, first time half volley over the crossbar. What an introduction that would have been.
I was just going to say, Unzi would have been dancing there, saying, well, what a substitution I've just made there.
He makes things happen. Here's that effort again. So well to get it up and over.
His technique was superb. It really was. Didn't go to smash it, just guide it into that top corner. Unfortunately, just inches from putting Everton 3-1 in the lead.
As it stands, Everton 2, Blackburn Rovers 1. Garrett to Harlock, wide to Sereno. Harlock again, back to Jake Garrett again. Out with Annesley. We've pressed well in the second half, so it's nice and compact.
Very, very impressed. We've not allowed Blackburn really to dominate, to get in behind. And we've had our chances.
Just looking away over on that far side, and hope it's a case of red sky at night. It's not.
Yeah,
promising for the Grand National tomorrow.
I think it is. I've looked at the weather forecast, and I think the weekend's supposed to be nice, Daz.
Let's hope so. It's a wee bit chilly at the moment, but the scoreline at the moment is warming the cockles, as they say. Can Everton hang on? Carl John takes the throw in. It's just me, or Carl John had a little bit of a growth spurt. He looks tall. He looks a tall boy these days. Here's Whitehall, the substitute. Squeezes it wide to Daniel Pike. Burns back to Pike again. Ball to Sam Durant. He's been lively. Good foot in though by Isaac Price. Cannon, nice little flick from Cannon. Now then, what's Isaac Price got in his locker speed-wise? Looks for Cannon again. Cannon will get there. Nice first touch. Back across the face of the goal. He had every right to expect somebody to be there, and Blackburn can clear. That was unfortunate, Snods.
Yeah, it was a good great break there. Isaac Price winning the ball as well, and then setting off forward again. Warrington in the middle of the park, winning his midfield battle, getting on the ball. I've been really impressed with him tonight.
He was absolutely outstanding for the youth team against Manchester City.
I think he's been outstanding tonight as well. Yeah. I think he's worked great. He's always wanted the ball.
He's always an outlet as well. He helps to relieve the pressure on his teammates. He's got such a football brain for one so young as Lewis Warrington. Here's Whittaker.
So is this kid.
That'll be a yellow card, won't it? It's certainly a free kick. Jake Garrett with the challenge. Like the look at Charlie Whittaker.
I do. He's got good ability. He just gets in little pockets, in little holes there, and he's comfortable when he picks the ball up as well. Sees a picture what's around him as well.
I'll tell you what, Snoz, when you look at the potential of some of these players, next season for the 23s could be an absolute belter. It tends to go in cycles, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and I'm sure Unzi, Ebo, Franny will be looking forward to working with these young lads for the next couple of years.
There's Anderson to Thierry Small. Tries the flick, but in the wrong place at the wrong time. Just hasn't been his night tonight, Thierry Small.
No, he's had some good nights, but yeah, he's
better than what he's shown tonight.
Yeah, very subdued.
Hopeful ball forward from the Blackburn keeper. Can't usually this has it under full control. Commentator's curse gives the ball away. Hall picks it up for Blackburn Rovers. Back to Jake Garrett. And look again. Now then, space for Serino on this wide side. Corner kick. Sam Durant comes across to this left-hand side to take it. We've got 12 minutes to go. Still a long way from home. Everton leading by 2-1. Blackburn Rovers are not second in the table for nothing, though. They'll keep going. In comes the corner kick. Headed away by Tom Cannon. Still inside the penalty area. Nodded away by Anderson. He goes in strongly and bravely. He knew he was going to get caught, and it's Jake Garrett again. And he's tested the referee's patience once too often, has Jake Garrett. And out comes the yellow card, and it's a third yellow card of the evening for Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah, it's just happened in the far corner of the pitch there. Just see it's slightly late, sliding tackle. He's disappointed, but I think I don't know why he is disappointed. He was rather late, and I think the referee got it right.
Did well there, Joe Anderson, because he knew what was coming, didn't he?
He did. Got there first as well.
Yellow card for Garrett. Just over 10 minutes to go. When you consider that two real mainstays of the team, Rainer Iversen and Tyler Onyango, not on parade tonight. We wish them well. They're going to be out for quite some time with their injuries, but they are in the best possible place for a full recovery. It's the highest one of the night, that from Sam Barnes. Warrington scrapping away. Good challenge by Warrington. Really strong, good challenge again. Here's Rhys Hughes for Everton to Charlie Whittaker. Whittaker couldn't find a blue shirt. Here come Blackburn Rovers on the counter. Harlock is trying his luck on that far side because he got no change out of Kyle John on the near side. Tell you what, they work really hard, especially in midfield. Isaac Price, Warrington there, always determined not to get beaten in midfield, not letting the opposition midfield get beyond them, get time on the ball. Pike, poor ball again from that right hand side. Another ball from wide areas that's been put over the crossbar, thankfully. I hope he gets booked on the far side. When the referee asks for his name, we can say, "Don't tell him, Pike."
You love Dad's army, don't you?
Told you, that's why I was made up we signed Godfrey.
When are you going to grow up?
But no, it's too late now, isn't it? Anderson clears his lines. Picked up by the ever-willing Rhys Hughes. Well, there you go. Book him, referee. Right on cue that could have been, couldn't it? We deserve to win this game, Snoz.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we've had numerous chances. We've just hit the crossbar again. I think it's been a decent performance from the lads. I really do.
Here's Kyle John. Mallet does well there. Squeezes the ball through to Charlie Whittaker. You're reassured when Whittaker's on the ball. Can't find a teammate and Blackburn can bring it away. We just haven't managed to put this game to bed yet. I hope we don't pay the price. The first team against Crystal Palace, wasn't it? We didn't put the game to bed when we should have done.
Numerous chances we had, and one-on-one situations, and you just knew. Well, you didn't know, but you just suspected, didn't you?
Yeah, it was going to bite us. There's Isaac Whitehall to Annesley. Still life in this Blackburn Rovers side, make no bones about it. Annesley again. Back to the combative Jake Barrett. Look how high the goalkeeper is. There's Barnes. Joe Nolan manages to turn. Annesley. Everton keeping their shape. No way through for Annesley. It's going to go out of play. That'll be a goal kick for Everton.
Yeah, again,
the values of keeping your shape, Snods.
Again, that's what I was just about to say. Again, keeping good shape, not allowing Blackburn to make runs off the ball to get in behind us. Well organised.
Kyle John. Mallon. John makes the best of that. And Annesley will play it all the way back to Jordan Easton. 7 minutes plus added time to go. This will be a terrific confidence boosting win for Everton if we can hang on. As I say, one win in the last 5, but there have been some mitigating circumstances, injuries and a real tough fixture schedule. Alex Baker is also on for Blackburn Rovers. Didn't see them sneak him on Snods.
No, I didn't. I thought they were playing with 12 players then at the minute.
Sereno has it for Blackburn Rovers. Under pressure from Whittaker. Isaac Price picks it. Gets out-muscled by Sam Burns. But as ever, Josh Warrington gets goal side. Blackburn force the ball wide. In goes Whittaker again. Inadvertently gives the ball away though. Harlock. Joe Anderson stands his ground. Rhys Hughes. Done well tonight, Rhys Hughes, hasn't he?
Yeah, I thought he was quiet first half, but he's coming to it.
Matthew Mallon looks for Tom Cannon, can't find him.
He's coming to it second half.
Here's Garrett. Both sides are still going for this. It's been a really good game of football. It's been a good advert for Premier League 2 tonight. Good footwork by Joe Nolan. Good little run this one for Blackburn player, but he's forced away from goal and has to start again. Jake Garrett. Pike. Pressing again from Everton. No way through for Blackburn Rovers. Tom Cannon put the challenge in as well.
When the centre forward wants to work hard and not allow the opposition to play balls up the line, he worked tirelessly there to get across there and get a foot in as well.
David Unsworth frantically organising his troops.
You wouldn't do any different, would you, 5 yards away from Unsworth? You'd have to work hard.
Be a free kick. Hughes drags down Jared Hurlock. Free kick in a dangerous position, this Nods, if the delivery is decent.
Let's hope that it continues the way they have done from wide areas, because they haven't put a lot of great balls into the area.
Everton defending on the edge of the penalty area. Free kick, Blackburn Rovers. 86 minutes gone here at Southport. Everton 2, Blackburn Rovers 1. In it comes. It's a great ball in. All it needed was a touch. It didn't get one, and it should have done. That was a great ball.
It was a great ball in behind the defence. Blackburn was shouting for the penalty, but I don't think it was. I couldn't really. I think it was on Burns that they were appealing for there. No,
yeah.
He's getting. No. There's nothing at all.
Gone down very easily, hasn't he?
He's been watching too much Premier League football. Boy,
it's been a good, honest game. This.
It has been good. I've enjoyed it. Yeah. Just kick it. That's him. Shove him up there. There's 4 minutes to go. Get him up there. Get
out the way.
Get on the halfway line.
Well, we've made the decision to screen these under-23 games, and it's like tonight that vindicate that decision. The viewing figures have been absolutely terrific. We know that Evertonians will want to see the young boys in action. Let's be honest, Evertonians would watch 11 Everton shirts on a washing line, wouldn't they? Love the football club.
Exactly.
But we hope you've enjoyed the coverage of our under-23 games, and of course the FA Youth Cup ties as well. Can we hang on? Just about deserve the 3 points if we can secure them, but Blackburn are still asking questions. They're still alive in this game. Here's Nolan. Thierry Small does well to get a foot in. Corner kick for Blackburn. More pressure. Jared Harlock will put this ball into the danger zone. He drills the corner low. Kyle John gets there before the Blackburn centre forward, but Harlock will try again. Decent corners then, aren't they?
Yeah, driven in. Just stay with your men.
You're strong. This time he hangs it in the air. Harry Tyler comes for it.
Good handling, big Harry.
Gets it nice and strong. Gets a bit of a buffeting as well.
He's get a free kick as well. I don't think there was much in it, but no. They always get that now.
Harry had won it. He'd rather just belt it out of his arms, wouldn't he?
That's what you want from your keeper with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah. Be decisive, be strong, be safe. And Harry was all three. And he tends to be. Good goalkeeper, Harry Tyler. Great lad as well. Really good lad, Harry Tyler. Great around the place. Up goes Tom Cannon. Up goes Charlie Whittaker as well. And looks like we're going to... We thought there'd be more goals, Nod, but it looks like we're going to hang on for 2-1 here.
There should have been more goals, but I'm not complaining, but it's been a terrific game.
Played by Harlock, that. Be a free kick. Oh, someone's kicked the ball away.
Yeah, I think it's little Whittaker.
Charlie Whittaker.
Yeah,
as it stands.
Charlie, he's in the notebook.
He's got the winning goal to his name.
Let's hope so.
Look at that. The 89th minute. Everton 2. Blackburn Rovers 1. At the start of the night when we did our pre-match preview, Snods, we said it'd be a tough night for the lads, and it has been. They've really stood up.
Yeah, it has been a tough game. It really has, and Blackburn will say exactly the same. They knew that they were in for a tough game.
Cleared by Price. Tom Cannon, it's got to stick. It doesn't, but Tom Cannon wins a free kick, and it's him again. Jake Garrett again. He really is. He's treading a thin line, Jake Garrett.
I think if he hadn't been as late on in the game, I think he might have got another book in there. Does.
Tom Cannon did well then. Into the closing stages.
2 or 3 minutes, do you reckon, as well?
Yeah.
The substitutions, there's been quite a few. Tuck in, Kyle. Don't look to Kyle John, just looking to go wide, and you don't. Just tuck in, keep 4 minutes.
4 minutes. There'll be some tired legs out there and tired minds as well. And oh, referee, that's a bit harsh. Harry Tyler yellow carded for time wasting. Well, we've been undone by last gasp goals against Manchester City and Manchester United this season. Let's hope it doesn't happen again. That was a bit harsh.
Yeah, I did.
First warning. Doesn't have to get booked, Harry Tyler. It's an important touch. Good take as well by Rhys Hughes. Takes it into the corner. The cross goes Pike, and Pike defends really well. Launches it forward for Blackburn Rovers. Burns, strong challenge from Mallon. Whitehall plays it wide to Serino on this left-hand side for Blackburn Rovers. Kyle John stands his ground, foot in from Mallon. He'll be as determined as anybody to keep them out with Matthew Mallon. We've had one of the four. 2-1 for Everton. Serino drops it in short. Here's Sam Burns. Warrington puts the shackles on. Burns, though, brings it infield. Crossed into the penalty area. Cleared away by Isaac Price.
A lot of youth team players on this pitch at the minute as well.
There is, yeah.
Been a credit this evening. They've worked exceptionally hard.
Annesley. A bit of space for Serino on this near side for Blackburn Rovers. Sam Burns gets a shot away. Harry Tyler had his angles covered and he was quite happy to watch that drift wide of the upright. Happier than me and you.
They certainly are. Still nervous moments here with 2 minutes to go. Don't play up from the back, boys. Push up. You're right, Harry. Get them up there. I'll kick your backside if you play the ball out there.
Put your foot through the case ball and welly it forward. Deep into added time, 1 minute and 3/4 to go. Everton are closing in on what would be one of the best wins of the season, all things considered. Blackburn second in the table, winning for fun at the moment, on a good run of form with a more experienced side. But the Everton youngsters have played in the true Everton spirit this evening. Serino plays it into the channel. Baker chases after it. Good block by Uzanides, cleared by Kyle John. There's a determination amongst these.
Yeah, there is. They realise it is a big win. It is a good win as well, and they realise that time he's almost up, and they
still a minute to go. Can Blackburn get in again? It's inside the penalty area. Nolan shoots and it's right across the face of the goal. Sam Burns couldn't get a touch on it. It's a corner kick, but it's heart in the mouth stuff here. Sam Burns, from this angle, it looked as if all he had to do was stick a leg out.
I thought they were in, Daz. I really did. Once it come across goal, you're right. I
Joel Nolan it was. Look at this. Oh, it's just too far ahead of Burns, isn't it? But there's a corner kick. 45 seconds to go. Surely not. In comes the corner kick. It's high towards the back stick, headed away by Tom Cannon, but headed back into the mix. Pike tries to guide it back. Isaac Price will bring it away as far as you can. He plays it back to Anderson, and Anderson obliges. Now Tom Cannon will chase this down. Jordan Eastham comes out of his goal to head it away. Picked up by Rhys Hughes. Probably fancied an effort there, didn't he, from his own half?
He was thinking about it, and then he thought, no, I'll just try and keep hold of it. He's played it off the Blackburn player for a throw-in, and surely
that
now
should do it. The 4 minutes are up. 94 minutes on the clock. Referee checks his watch. Thierry Small will take this throw-in. Once it comes into play, the whistle should go.
Oh, that's a poor throw from Thierry. Just throw it as long as you possibly can.
We'll find a blue jersey at this stage. And we've played well over the odds now. It'll be a throw-in for Blackburn.
Just throw it as far as you possibly can.
Not a throw-in for Everton. Now then, will he have learned?
No,
he hasn't. Gives it away. Blackburn have got a free kick. They're going to get the ball at least close to the Everton penalty area. He played it square. The referee's looked at his watch. You can see the time is up. He puts his whistle in his mouth. He blows the final whistle, and that is a terrific victory for Everton. Make no bones about it. That is a superb win. Everton 2, Blackburn Rovers 1. Snobs, we've enjoyed that.
Certainly have. Great performance from our boys in blue there. Worked tirelessly, a young side, determined to not get beat, and they certainly didn't. He's against a decent Blackburn Rovers team that are flying high in the league, but every one of them worked tirelessly. Some good performances. I thought young Whitaker played well. Warrington was outstanding in the middle of the park. The two more experienced players, Broadhead and Bowler, caused all kinds of problems, but overall I thought defensively we were quite solid. David Unsworth will be, and his coaching staff will be absolutely delighted with them boys.
Absolutely terrific win in Premier League 2 tonight. It's finished at the Pure Stadium, the home of Southport Football Club. Everton 2, Blackburn Rovers 1. There's the other results as well, and our joy is compounded by the scoreline at the Manchester City Academy Stadium. City have beaten Liverpool 3-2. Manchester United and West Ham have shared 4 goals. Brighton beat Southampton 3-0 earlier today. The only one we're concerned about is Everton 2, Blackburn Rovers 1.